Working from home sounds really great, but oftentimes, as you see there, it can be nothing but a juggling act. That's why as an HR professional, it is very, very important for you to be very clear in setting the stage for remote work. Hey everyone, Kyle Crooke here again with Milestones Company. We're introducing another 4-part series that's going to be all about working from home. The title of the series is going to be Working from Home 101. Now today we're going to focus specifically on setting the stage. Remote work is becoming ever more pervasive in the workplace. It's becoming really popular not only abroad for offsourcing and outshoring, but also here in the States as well. As an HR professional, it's very important to understand what remote work is, what it isn't, but most importantly, how to ensure your employees for success in remote work. Today, we're going to focus specifically on ensuring that success by setting the stage appropriately. Now, whether you're purely an East Coast company, if you're a domestic company that's East Coast, West Coast, anywhere in between, or if you're universal as well, one main feature of remote work that you need to set the stage for up front is building in collaborative working hours. Now, this is very tough, especially if your team is in different time zones, but it's crucial every single day to have at least 3 or 4 hours that are expected collaborative hours where you have everyone online collaborating with one another to simulate not only a true working collaborative environment, but also to be able to test things with one another, ideate, brainstorm, and ultimately deliver on the next pending project or deliverable accordingly. So after setting the stage with collaborative hours, the second component is to also set the stage on non-collaborative hours. What I mean by this is simple, especially if you're recently transitioning yourself as an HR professional to remote work, you're going to understand firsthand the impact that it has on your work itself, on your personal life, on your family, on everything that you try to do. Therefore, your employees are going to feel pretty similar to that as well. Building in some leeway first for the productivity gap, because like anything else in life, to learn how to work remotely and really become efficient at it, you're going to first experience a little bit of dip in that productivity curve. You really need to hone in on that and create that expectation to your employees and saying, hey, it's going to take a while for you to manage this, for you to become fully fluent in remote work, and that's okay. We just want you to stay the course, build in your collaborative hours, and also create boundaries to where you are either not working or you're very clear during a certain time period that you have to attend to a certain family matter. What's really important with all of this and the second component of setting the stage is setting boundaries and communicating proactively. Now, the third and last thing that I want to focus on to build off of communicating proactively is to communicate transparently and regularly as well. Now, especially with remote work, it's very tempting to over-communicate and share too much information. When working remotely, you don't want to send too much information at once because there's just information overload. Rather, you want to focus on the quality of information and the quality of the medium that you're using to deliver that. Now, for your typical company, great solutions are Zoom, Skype, WebEx as far as conference calls, and really great engagement tools to deliver that communication and ideation. From a collaborative software standpoint, I really recommend Microsoft Teams as a way to schedule these meetings, as a way to work on documents simultaneously. It's a great way to really manage the workflow accordingly. But if you don't engage your employees properly and have them engage the tools and the platforms very well, then it may as well be meaningless. So that's why we're really focusing now on setting the stage. And to really get this full circle from a communication standpoint, in a virtual world, especially with things decentralized, it's extremely, extremely easy for problems to get knocked under the rug, and they only rear their ugly head at the really worst moment and right before something major in a good way is about to happen. Therefore, being proactive and being transparent and communicating problems that arise quickly is super crucial. So really empowering your employees and setting that expectation for them to really not only communicate proactively, but also to identify problems and engage in problem solving is really crucial in setting the stage for success. Now, I know I spoke a lot. I really want to reiterate three main components. The first one is establishing collaborative working hours. The second one is to set boundaries and to provide leeway in allowing employees to adapt to their virtual world. And third, which may be most important as always, is communicating effectively, not only in the quality of information you give, but also in identifying potential problems and providing solutions for those problems. Some really great resources on this are Rework. It's a book by Jason Fried. It is exceptional. Something else that I also want to recommend is Leading the Workforce of the Future by Bridget Hyacinth. It's a great way of understanding the power of remote work, artificial intelligence, and how that blends with leadership, which is really helpful as an HR professional. Now that we focus specifically on setting the stage for yourself and for your employees in remote work, next week for the next video, we really want to focus on being the change that you want to see in your employees. I really hope this was helpful. Again, my name is Kyle Crooke. I'm here with Milestones Company. I look forward to seeing you next time.